just wide open, it's one big room, you still want to head into the basement, okay? So number one would be lowest level. Number two, play the wall game, okay? So we'll head back to Doppler radar, continue to keep tabs on these storm systems. And do keep in mind, we'll keep tabs on the time for you too. That's 8:26. This one's at 8:45. The guys farther off to the south, they're running up until 9 o'clock. So this one here is just about to get out of Sangamon County. I know the polygon comes all the way back to Buffalo, but the problem's in the center of the storm system, and I'll back out of the way so you can see the timestamps there. 8:45 northern, 9 o'clock for the rest of them. You got one tornado warning. That does include Pana, although the worst of which definitely looks like it's Shelby County, not Christian. That's up until the top of the hour. But as we get closer, and if you're doing the math, what do you got, about another 19 minutes for the storm system that's moving away from northeastern Sangamon County through Christian. It'll come into the southwest corner. There's the latest update. Love when the update comes in. So we get to analyze it together and take a look at it. So we could see how it's elongated here, definitely south of Interstate 72. Let's see what that velocity tracker has on that storm system, Ulysses, because you could see how it's headed more toward Moweaqua. And we don't want it. We don't want it to survive in that area. But there's Blue Mound, which would be first and foremost before Moweaqua, which is off the map right now. But you still got a little bit of action. Here's Mount Auburn that we were talking about earlier. So you still have a little bit in terms of a twist right here with the rotation of the storm system. So all the winds are going north here, south, north again here. So the rotation is going to be right here, getting away from Mount Auburn, and that on a beeline toward Blue Mound at a slow pace. But again, this is that Illinois 48 corridor. We were just talking about that with the last storm system. Just a little bit in terms of a different piece of real estate with this feature. So there's Macon off to the east. Here's your border, your county border. If you know where your counties are, hopefully you do. We talk about that time and time again. Know where you're situated. Know the counties that are around you. You don't have to know all of them across central Illinois. Just know the ones around you. So if a storm is upstream from you and it's coming your way, you know, hey, it's a possibility. Let me change my plans and let me check out that radar to see when I got to get into my safe location. And the folks in around Blue Mound, you most certainly should be. But let's continue to keep tabs on this one as well for areas down the road towards Stonington, because definitely in that polygon for the tornado warning. Now, the way tornado warnings verify, obviously, if you have confirmed tornado. It doesn't mean for the entire polygon, though. So there are sections where it's still in play, where I don't think it's going to be an issue. You can see that it's just outside of Decatur, more down the road toward Elwyn, that stretch, if you're out on US 51, coming southbound. But truthfully, this looks like it's more of a concern in this path right here. Yeah, there's a relatively broad, albeit weak rotation, but this is the area it's coming through. And, you know, being the fact that, you know, it came into an area between, Buffalo and Illiopolis, not very populated there. But it was on the outskirts of Mount Auburn. Here's the new polygon update right here, coming toward Blue Mound. I don't want you outside looking for anything. I know we all want to get that great picture of a distant tornado. Sometimes they're not in the distance. I'd prefer to talk to you tomorrow about the storm system instead of putting your life in danger with this feature right here. So there's your new polygon. Still has Mount Auburn in there, but really, yeah, I think if there's issues, here's your rotation right here. Farther to the south, that's our other warning, and that's also a tornado warning running up until 9 o'clock. That one's harder to see, right? Because you got all the red with the wind rushing away from Doppler radar, but you can see the green splotch. where the wind is headed toward radar. So that Oconee area could be an issue. Down toward Herrick, easily looks like it's going in that location. Oh, there's the update. Love when that happens. So again, you take a look at that. I was just going to say, did you see how that weakened rapidly? There's hardly anything left there right now, and boom, just like that. I'm going to send it over to Ulysses Garcia because I bet they canceled it, didn't they, Ulysses?
Yes, absolutely, Jim. They just canceled it. I'm just looking over the information right now, and they decided to cancel it. The fact that it's actually below severe limits right now, so that's actually some good news. But you still want to be careful out there because the fact, even though it is no longer a severe thunderstorm, it is still, a strong thunderstorm regardless. So it's still going to be packing at least some gusty winds with it as it makes its way down towards the south. So we still have that tornado warning in effect over into parts of Macon, extreme into parts of Christian County as well. That's just going to be in for the next 10 to 15 minutes across the area, but still slow moving when it comes to what's happening right now at 8:45. It's moving down towards the southeast at 20 miles an hour. So now that's the only tornado warning that we have. And then we still have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings down towards the south over into parts of Fayette County. And when it comes to that storm down into parts of Fayette County, you can see there Vandalia, some of that stronger activity happening there. It's at 9 o'clock right now. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are the main concern. So that's pretty much hail of 1 3/4 inches. So keep that in mind. And that storm is actually moving towards the southeast at 30 miles an hour. So those are right now the two main storms that we're tracking at this current moment. And keep in mind, we do also have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 3 a.m. Let me just toss it over back to Jim. He's getting a little bit more of an update when it comes to what's happening with the storms right now.
All right, we continue to track these storm systems, but we know how important the Olympics are. First and foremost, we want to save lives and property, but we also understand how important the Olympics are, and we apologize for covering up anything that you wanted to see. What we're going to do is send you back full screen to Olympic coverage, and we'll continue with severe weather coverage out on our sister station, Cozy, right now. And again, thank you. All right, so tornado warning up until 8:45. Those that are watching us on the Cozy, that can